So I've been in the role for 6 months now, and I've had an opportunity to travel around the UK business and see parts of the business that perhaps I didn't know as well as the parts I've worked in previously. My main takeaways from that is the nature and quality of the portfolio that we have. We have assets in absolutely the right locations. We have a blend of asset types in terms of size, in terms of scale, and also in terms of customer type. So in terms of activity in 2023, we saw a lot of activity in our SEGRO UK portfolio. Firstly, from an asset management standpoint, we saw really positive momentum in terms of our standing stock portfolio. This has been around rent reviews and lease renewals and reversion capture, all at the same time maintaining really positive mood in terms of our customer satisfaction scores. Secondly, we've maintained really positive momentum around our development pipeline, both in our UK big box portfolio, but also in terms of data centre pre-lets, particularly in Slough and on the trading estate. Finally, we've seen a step up in terms of our sustainability credentials around our refurbishment programme, reducing embodied carbon, which is something we know our customers are very, very keen to explore. And in addition, a real step up in engagement from the stakeholders and supply chain in supporting our community investment programme in the UK. So in terms of occupier demand, we've seen robust demand from our customer base during the course of 2023, albeit it has moderated back to pre-pandemic levels. There's no doubt that customers have had a more difficult period around cost inflation, particularly around energy and labour, but we're hopeful that this will continue to ease during the course of 2024. There's also been the trend around supply chain reconfiguration, which is having particularly positive impacts around our UK big box portfolio. And in addition to this, a flight to quality in terms of the types of space that occupiers want to take, which ultimately is more cost beneficial to them in operation. We've also seen continued strong demand from our data centre portfolio and customers, and this has been buoyed by the growth in artificial intelligence, which we've seen during the course of 2023. We've seen particularly strong rental growth over the past few years, particularly in London and South East markets in the UK. We still see a situation where supply will continue to be hampered by lack of available land and planning constraints. Customers who have a need to be located near or in London are still willing to pay those premium rents to be in that location, and we see this very much driven by the underlying structural trends around urbanisation, digitisation and growth of London as a city. The restricted supply and availability in our chosen markets gives us confidence about the prospects for rental growth going forward. So in the UK business in 2023, we underwent a number of structural changes. This was to ensure the efficiency of the business and make sure we're fit for purpose for the years ahead. In 2024, we want to capture the reversion that we have in our existing standing stock portfolio. We also want to continue to focus our capital into the most profitable development opportunities. So my favourite SEGRO value is standing side by side. Clearly we're in more tough market conditions, and therefore it necessitates the need for us to work more closely together and to collaborate as a business. Being the best property company is something that's very difficult to define. I personally think it's about a feeling. Whether you're engaging with a company externally or whether you work for SEGRO, it's about having a positive interaction and experience.